Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the High Ticket Mastery Podcast. My name is Jonathan.
And my name is Jamara Lee.
And in today's video, we're going to go ahead and talk about
how you guys can create a high ticket offer.
Let's go ahead and get started with this video right away. So guys, when it comes to high ticket offers, let's kind of first explain to you guys what a high ticket offer is. And then we'll go ahead and break down how you guys can go ahead and create one.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just jump right in and say this. He said video. It's because we're actually recording this episode because I'm gonna be posting it on my YouTube channel. So for those listening to the live stream, thank you. But if you guys want to actually watch us live, record this episode 10, you guys can check it out on my YouTube channel, which is linked below.
I can't believe it's only been episode 10. I feel like we've been recording podcasts for months. But
I know.
It's only been 10 episodes.
I know, it's because we stopped. We paused for a little bit. But let's go right in. What's a high ticket offer?
So when it comes to a high ticket offer, there's really three types of offers, right? Low ticket offer, mid ticket offer, and high ticket offer. So a high ticket offer is simply what I like to call it when you charge more than, $2,500 in most cases, right? You can charge less, but $2,500 is usually the ideal goal to charge. And the reason why $2,500 or higher is because that's a high ticket offer. Everything under that is kind of low ticket. For example, a low ticket offer is anything under $300. So like ebooks, little courses, little video guides, anything that you can charge under $300. Maybe like a one-on-one call. If you're doing that, then that's a low ticket offer. Yeah. Now, a mid ticket offer is anything between $300 and $2,000. That's a mid ticket offer, and then a high ticket offer is anything higher than high ticket. Now, why, in our opinion, you should do a high ticket business in a high ticket offer is because you want to go ahead and generate the cash flow for your business, especially when you get starting out. We don't have the cash flow to go ahead and depend on the low ticket. Like for example, if you have a $27 course or a $27 product, you have to sell 100 of those to get $2,700, and that's a lot of. 100 to it's a lot of people you have to sell.
Yeah.
In case instead of just selling a $2,500 product, you only need one person, and it takes the same amount of convincing to buy a $27 product than it does a $2,500 product. It's all about the value that you provide,
which is again that offer. Now, the first thing that what we're gonna be discussing within this podcast and this video is this 4-step framework. Now, the first thing that I'm actually looking down at my phone because I have
the first thing is identity, right?
This is basically what transformation you guys have actually had. So for example, in our case, I'm going to use us as the example within this episode. So in our case, the transformations or whatever thing that we've actually had was that we've accomplished our social media marketing agency, that we've been able to actually leave our 9-to-5 and build a business, our agency online. So that's technically what you guys have to think about, for those of you who are watching this, who are trying to build up your offer.
Now, it doesn't have to be something that you've done either. It could be something that maybe one of your clients has done. Maybe you're a fitness trainer and you help that client lose 40 pounds or 50 pounds in a certain amount of weeks. Or you help one of your friends, or you help your mom do something, achieve a certain result. That also counts.
Yeah.
Or even someone like a complete stranger. If you, for example, let's say you aspire to be a cook or a chef. So what transformation has that person had that you can go ahead and create an offer around that? I know chef is kind of a confusing topic or whatever, but you have to look at what other people's transformations they had. Now, for example, you can look at our transformation, where did we go? How did we start? What transformation did we have to become to be where we are? And then you can go from there.
Now, the next thing that you want to consider is what key pillars were responsible for what allowed us to get from point A to point B. So the little steps and the action that we've had to take to actually get to build our social media marketing agency.
So kind of let's go over it. For example, in our example, right? So we talk about, okay, we need to go from point A to point B. That's a transformation. In between that, we had to take 6 steps in order to get there. The first thing that we had to do was kind of work in our mindset, right? We had to work in our mindset. We had to really figure out and having an entrepreneurial mindset. Mindset is the most important part when you want to go ahead and work online, because there's going to be times that you're going to want to give up, and there's going to be times that are doing good, but you want to make sure you have a bulletproof mindset. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing that you really had to accomplish. The second thing you had to accomplish is really have your perfect messaging and your perfect offer. You need to have your perfect messaging and your perfect offer. That's the second thing that the second pillar that we had to overcome. the third pillar that we overcame
is finding your audience and just like your social media strategy, like
Yeah.
where exactly you're gonna, you know,
how am I going to get in front of my ideal client, and who is my ideal client in the first place?
and just showing up there.
And then the fourth thing is like, okay, how do we actually generate that
Those
lead?
leads.
And then the fifth thing is, how do we close that lead? And then
The last and final thing is just
how do we
scaling.
scale, right?
Yeah.
So those are the 6 pillars that we had to go through in order to achieve a transformation.
Which takes us on to the next step.
Now, when it comes to, for example, like a fitness consultant, what transformation did your client have to take or have to do? What pillars did they have to take in order to achieve that transformation?
But now, which leads us to the next step, because the second and the third step, they're kind of similar. They're kind of almost the same thing. But the next and the third step is developing the 2 to 5 micro or macro action items within the pillars.
So we have to understand that in each pillar, you have to do something, you have to learn. For example, you kind of just say, hey, I'm going to learn about my mindset. You have to go, okay, what about your mindset do you have to learn? And then what about that do you have to improve on? So that's exactly what we mean. What, little pillars do you have inside the pillar, if that makes sense?
Yeah. And then lastly is just your structure, like the timeline it takes to actually implement everything. Just like the implementation, like how long does it actually take to reach this end goal per se? Because I mean, everyone is different. I mean, we always like to say, like when we're coaching our clients or when we're talking to someone, everyone is different, and it only matters. I mean, we can discuss and we can knowledge and educate someone on literally everything, but it's up to them to actually take the work and put in the work for them. Because I mean, we're not going to sit here and make the transformation for you. We're going to not educate you and give you the knowledge and give you the process and give you everything, like literally hand you everything on a silver platter, but it's up to you to actually put in the work and make it happen.
And same thing with your clients. I keep using the fitness example because it's probably the easiest, but like I'm pretty sure that if you could jump into their skin and lose the weight for them, that would probably be worth a lot of money for your client. That's probably something that you can charge easily $10,000 for. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and actually give you the body of your dreams. I'm going to go into you when you relax and give you the body of your dreams. That's probably going to be worth a lot of money to your client. Obviously, that is physically impossible, right? But you can still give that transformation to your client by giving them the framework, giving them exactly everything that they need, giving them the pillars and the micro pillars inside the pillars, so they can go ahead and achieve the certain result that they want. Now it's all about really finding out how long is it going to take. Is it going to be a 12-week transformation? Is it going to be a 30-day transformation, an 8-week transformation? And how can you actually guide them through that process?
Exactly. Now, with all that being said, that actually completes the 4 ways on how to actually develop your offer, or like a high ticket offer. Again, that was finding out what transformation it is that you've made, someone else has made, and then finding what actually took that person from point A to point B, and what was responsible for actually making that change, and then finding what smaller action items needed to be done within the key pillars that you've chosen. And then lastly is creating some sort of structure, such as finding out the timeline and how long everything takes. Now, one thing to also understand is that you guys, when you guys are selling an offer, or when you guys are, speaking to one of your potential clients or something, you guys need to understand this one thing. You do not sell them on those pillars. That's something. I mean, that's great to have. You have the offer, but you don't sell them on all those many little things. You want to sell them on the end result. So, for example, our whole coaching program that we've talked to you guys about or mentioned a couple times now, we help entrepreneurs, break free from their 9-to-5 with our rescue strategy and method. What we're doing is we're selling you on the fact that you are going to be from employee to entrepreneur. So that's the end result. We're going to take you from the whole entire journey, but we're going to get you to become an entrepreneur and start your own business. That is what we're selling to you. Any fitness coach, they're selling you on your body, the body of your dreams, losing that weight, making that transformation and all that stuff. And same goes for literally anything that you do. You want to make sure that you are selling them on that end result. And so I want you guys to keep that in mind, because it's super important to understand that.
And nobody's going to buy the work. For example, like if you tell me as a fitness person, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and train you 5 times a week, and we're gonna do this, this, and this, and this, and that, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, that sounds like a lot of work that I have to do in order to get to that goal. So it's just gonna be a turnoff. So you wanna make sure that you're selling on the transformation and not the work that it has to take you to go ahead and achieve that goal.
Exactly. But I think that concludes everything. I mean, I want to just conclude this with, again, down below we have a business building blueprint. Did I say it right?
The business blueprint call or the video?
Call.
Okay, so yeah, right down below we have the business building blueprint call, where we will literally go over where you are now, where you want to be, and give you literally a roadmap of how you guys can go ahead and achieve that result. So if you guys want to go ahead and book in that call, we just actually got off a call and it went really, really well. So go ahead and book in that call down below. I'd love to hear more about like what your dream is, what your passions are, where you want to be, and where could you be in the next 90 days, and how can we make that a reality
for you guys. All right, but with that being said, that concludes this video. As always, be sure to go ahead and check the description box to follow us on all of our social platforms to stay updated on everything that we do. Again, we're still going to be coming out with that 5-day business building challenge for you guys. Don't think we forgot about that. And then check out our YouTube channel if you are listening to this on our podcast, and then if you guys are watching this, be sure to subscribe to our podcast, High Ticket Mastery, which is always linked below as well. And yeah, we will see you guys on Thursday.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye.